Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Nicole Sauce's Thought of the Walk series, video series. Haha, but it also turns into an audio podcast, which is really cool. Today I want to talk to you about hoarding. What is hoarding? Is this hoarding? What you're looking at here is a big mess because I took all the stuff I store out of the prepper pantry, okay? And then I stacked it outside and looked at it with the goal of making sure I have everything I need for the rest of the year. You know why I'm doing that? You know why I'm doing that? I'm doing that because I don't like going to the store. Some people accuse me of hoarding, though. Look at this. Check this out. I got 5 gallons of gas right there. That's hoarding. You know why I have that 5 gallons of gas? Because I realized that I need gas to get to and from Nashville when I'm working in Nashville. And that 5 gallons equals 100 miles of mobility. If the pipeline goes down again, if there's a shortage later in the summer, because we know there's going to be because production was down at the oil fields, and eventually that means less gas at the fuel pump, I can get by for a week or two with some gas. So what I'm doing now is once a month I'm buying a fuel can, and then I am filling that fuel can with ethanol-free gas, putting a fuel stabilizer in it. And today, this will get a little tag that says 5 for the month of May. Next month, on the 15th, I'm going to do the same thing. Next month, I'm going to put the tag that says 6. A year from now, I will have 12 5-gallon cans stored. Is that hoarding? Certainly, it's better than going to the gas station and filling garbage bags of gas when you're freaked out. But we have to have some sympathy for people who do things like that. We have to have sympathy for them because when they are reacting in fear, right? It's just because they know they need to get to work to earn the money to feed the family and keep a roof over their heads. But when we are smart about taking care of ourselves by, I don't know, storing what you eat, eating what you store, then we don't have to worry as much when something happens and you can't buy the food that week, or if it's not at the store. That's why I have been teaching for many years to store what you eat what you store. And that's why I've been living it as well. You'll notice that I don't need very much commercial food to be able to support us here. And that's because we grow most of our food. Most of my food storage is actually in the ground right now or on the hoof. And that's because when you grow your food and store your food by preserving it, you end up with just this natural cycle every year. So we have all sorts of stuff in pots and in the ground on that hillside up there and growing along the side of the house. Never need to go buy lettuce. Core of this for me, guys, is personal. It's that I don't like going to the store or wasting time shopping. I'd much rather spend time with my plants growing tomatoes or growing lettuce. But is this hoarding? I don't think so. I think we need to take ownership of prepping as a smart way to live, of taking care of yourself. You know, the Boy Scouts teach that you should be prepared. And then we get into adult life and we make fun of people who decided that maybe they would have some dog food on hand in case there's an ice storm. Or maybe they would have all of their condiments for the year because they don't like to go shopping. Or maybe it's just a good idea in times when you know there's going to be rolling outages of different things to have a little bit extra hot sauce because you like hot sauce. It's okay to live. It's okay to have stuff. When we transition from I'm just taking care of myself to hoarding is when we go from this to an explosion of things that we can't possibly keep track of or use, and then they go bad, and then it becomes wasteful. It becomes a ball and chain around our neck. But my friends, having a little gas on hand, having a little food on hand, making sure you got medical supplies like Band-Aids and Benadryl, Band-Aids and Benadryl, B&B, canning supplies so that you can put stuff in jars. All of that. That's not hoarding. That's just smart. Don't let the narrative redefine your perception of what it means to take care of you and your family and your community. Take ownership for yourself, and you'll find yourself in a much better position when things get crazy, and even when things don't get crazy. Or, as Jack Spirko would say on the Survival Podcast, when times get tough, or even if they don't. That is today's thought of the walk. Let me know what you think about hoarding. When is it hoarding? And when is it just smart? Make it a great day.